Welcome back to our channels, Warriors. We are still growing. If you haven't had that homie that rides his bike around at 3 o'clock in the morning when everybody else is asleep, smash that subscribe button. Go and have him smash it right now. First and foremost, let me give a shout out to the people that blessed me. Esquiel, Michigan Wolverines, and Priya These Nuts. Thank you. I saw you in the comments. Thank you. Now, down to the patrons. K, Devil Dog, MCC Placa, Ricardo, Maladjusted, Bankroll Suave, Mickey Bats, Carmine the Pitbull, Armando, American Mestizo, Abuelita's Journey, Abuelita's Irma, Lori, 559CO, Ruben, Cornbread Killer, CJ Zavalza, EOP Whisperer, Fuck Your 602, Las Vegas Lights Live, Gavino, Heavy Traffic, Walking, Priya These Nuts, Lockdown 5, Crystal Bon, La Reina, Hernan, Don't Trip, Winston, Tony, The Mexican Snowman, Breathing Underwater, El Skid, Hobie Cat, Lead With Love, Elber 12, J.I., AI Vega, Feel the Little Drummer Boy, Esquiel, Big Bad 48, Nova, The Retired CO, Michigan Wolverines, Mikey 559, The Homie Marius, Chevelle 66, Gigi, and Douse Herrero. If you have not already signed up for that Patreon, make sure you hit that link in the description below. Believe me when I tell you, you're definitely missing out. This motherfucking episode right here, man. How did you not manage to get fired, Hector, from the California Department of Corrections and Rehabilitation? Well, the simple reason is I knew policy and procedure, right? Just like the inmates have their reglas, their rules, their regulations. You can't be drunk on the tier. Don't be disrespecting the juras. You got to take a shadow everywhere you go. Let me introduce you guys to what is called California Code of Regulations, Title 15, man. Wow. I've told you guys on numerous occasions that the higher-ups, administration would ask us, tell us, demand for us to violate policy. And I would always be like, nah, time out. I'm not going to do that. And then they would put me under investigation for insubordination. When, after a thorough, lengthy investigation, about a year, it would come back as not insubordination, but unprofessionalism and allegedly disrespectful. Anyhow, your boy doesn't have a foot in the game anymore, right? But I still keep track to let you guys know, man. Hector, the lover of the truth, the guard father, the people's LT. Pickleball. Yesterday, the warden of Richard J. Donovan Correctional Facility, James Hill, who happened to be my sergeant when I first started the department at Centinela, put out a memorandum, and I know what he's going to say. I didn't sign that at the bottom. It's a little for, meaning somebody signed for him. It's a little tactic that they use. They don't like to put their name on shit. I know their tactics. It's chess, not checkers. Speaking of that, my daughter's 5 years old. She learned how to play chess yesterday, and she beat me. Imagine that. Hector, get to the goddamn point. Pickleball. The warden put out a memorandum on par with the California model. Let's go get your favorite inmate, the Menendez brothers, Suge Knight, Sirhan. I was going to say Wes Watson, but I meant Tex Watson. One of the Charles Manson's guys. Let's play some pickleball. Well, there's a little thing called over-familiarity. Right? So they're asking you to violate policy. Now, I share information for the masses. If you want to sit on your hands and go play pickleball, by all means, man. But they're asking you to violate policy. Employees must not engage undue familiarity with inmates, parolees, or the families and friends of inmates or parolees. That's day one. That's CDCR 101. Whenever there is reason for an employee to have personal contact or discussions with an inmate or parolee or the family and friends of inmates and parolees, the employees must maintain a helpful but professional attitude and demeanor. All right. Playing pickleball is very unprofessional. Employees must not discuss their personal affairs with any inmates or parolee. I would say no fist bumps, no neck adjustments, no pickleball, no foosball, no basketball, but they're in violation of the law. And I did tell you guys. There it is. Now, they're violating policy, right? So when somebody gets killed, because somebody's going to get killed, let me tell you. And you guys know it's not because I dislike inmates. It's not that. It's because I'm very firm on the book. Now, I wasn't a hard ass. You guys know, man, I let a lot of motherfucking things slide. Slide, right? I didn't break the law. It was spirit of the law. So Let's go to the employee disciplinary matrix. This is like our dulce duro, our hard candy, our DP. What are we going to get, man? What are we going to get if we do what? Now, when I was a sergeant, I made a cheat sheet. All right. They goes in numbers 1 through 9. 9 is dismissal. You're getting fucking fired from the department. So I went ahead and I made a little list of all things that are 9s because I didn't want to do those, right? I didn't want to do any 9s. Then when I found out that an 8 is demotion, I'm like, ooh, I better stop doing 8s too. What do you mean you better stop? Well, I better not do any 8s, right? So I have a good friend. He's a lieutenant in the department. He was in the army and he says, hey, remember in the army they used to tell you, hey, do what your pockets can afford, troop. Do what your pockets could afford. Well, at that time, I could afford any 7s, and which means salary reduction, 10% for 45 months. Holy shit. 10% for 45 months. Are you? Yeah. Wow. How about a number 6? Suspension without pay for 38 to 60 qualifying work days. Holy shit. And so on and so on. Your number 1 is a letter of reprimand. You little young fucks, make a cheat sheet. Don't do any 9s, 8s. Actually, quit the fucking department and save yourself before you get killed on the job. And the administration wipes their hands clean and retires and right off into the sunset. So I knew that code of silence was definitely a 9, right? Intimidation, threats, or coercion. Fuck me, man. That could interfere with any employee's duty to report misconduct or any act of retaliation for reporting conduct. Meaning, hey, I'm a supervisor, I was a sergeant, I was a lieutenant. I would never tell an officer what to write on the report in order to prevent them from reporting misconduct. I wouldn't do it, right? Just, hey, go over there, write your fucking report. I'm not going to get got like that. Do people get got? Yeah, not too long ago. Any independent acts that prevents or interferes with the reporting of misconduct. So basically anything that's shady that somebody's trying to tell and you're blocking them, you're going to get caught. Sales or see how I'm just going straight to the 9s here. Sales or distributions prescribed. Oh, I got an email there. My OnlyFans. I just got paid. The use of over-the-counter prescription. Oh, that's only a number 4. Anyhow, you guys see this, right? Look at this, man. Tell me that playing pickleball is not under the conduct or job performance less than alert, inattentive, or distracted while on duty. If I'm focused on pickleball, I'm not focused on inmate Jaime Osuna cutting off his cellmate's fucking head in the cell. Period. So how are you going to not book me for this and then book me for, maybe reading the newspaper? You guys would have never known how scandalous the department was unless I told you. Asleep while on duty. What if I told them, you know what? I'm going to take a siesta. All this pickleball has gotten your boy's dogs tired. His dogs are barking. Yeah, all the Fresno Bulldogs about to jump me right now. This is what I would do, right? I would say, Warden Hill, with all due respect, G, you're asking me to play pickleball. However, it is in violation of numerous policies and procedures, such as lesson alert, inattentive, gambling on duty. I would say, man, people want to put up soups against me, sir. I don't like the sound of that, G. Unauthorized use of departmental position, uniform, or equipment. Yeah, I don't think we should be using the inmates' basketballs to play basketball. And then when I would do that, you watch what the managers do. I've done it millions of times. The managers get so upset, they're not going to reply to you. They play dumb. Then they're going to send one of their captain minions to go have a talk with you. And by talk means you're now on their radar. You're now a target. All for simply pointing out violations of policy on their behalf. It's a one-way streak, right? Man, this episode's going to be gold. You can't beat it. They're all gold, man. So Disruptive, offensive, or vulgar conduct which discredits the department. If I was playing pickleball, I would say, you bitch ass motherfucker. And then when they try to write me up, I'll say, hey, what, sir? This is when I get into games, when I get into my competitive move, this is how I talk. Gee, this is how I get good at what I do. I'm very competitive, sir, you know. Then they don't like it, right? They get to pick and choose which policies they want to violate. Oh, my goodness. There we go. Holy shit, I didn't even know this. It's a number 5 on the matrix. You guys need to take notes. I don't think you guys take notes. Let me know if you guys are just taking it in the ass freely, or you guys just listening and not doing nothing, which is taking it in the ass freely. What the fuck are you guys doing, honestly? Over-familiarity with inmates, wards, parolees, family members. That's the number fucking 5 on the matrix. Let's go up to the matrix. 5. So for you playing pickleball, breaking policy and procedure, you're going to get salary reduction 5% for 25, 36 qualifying pay periods. So let's do 5%, 36 months. That's a good chunk of change, man. That's like $30,000, give or take. There it is. Your boy, hot off the press, reading you the reglas. I hope this one time finds you and your Sally in good health and in good standing with the big homies. Now down to the biz. You know how many wheelas I've read in my time? So many. What do you guys want me to tell you, man? You are being asked to violate policy and procedure. It's going to result in one of your guys' death. Death. You know why I say that? The only time I would ever play pickleball with an inmate, which I wouldn't, but the only time is if there was zero staff assaults at every institution for a 30-day period. 0. Because then I would at least think, maybe we're on to something here. But you have a lot of staff assaults, right? So, no thank you. Not going to happen. I had another lieutenant, right? Because believe me, people from all walks of life reach out to me and just like, hey, just so you know, this over here, that over there. Fuck, man, these motherfuckers are dumb as fuck. I'm like, yup, preach. Hector the Baptist. I had another lieutenant call me and said, hey, bro, I'm gonna do what you did. I'm out, man. I'm out. He's like, my biggest fear is that I'm going to have an incident with a dead CO. A CO is going to get killed. I said, oh, bro, it's absolutely going to happen. It's 100% going to happen. And that didn't sit well with me. I couldn't stick around. I didn't want to be a part of that. I didn't want to be responsible for that. I learned that from my brothers in the Army, leadership. And, you know, they would later on be killed in action. Another thing, I will never ask my troops to do something I wouldn't do, right? Never. That's just not in my nature. With that being said, I don't give a fuck where you work or what you do. Understand the rules so that you can use the rules on the people that are breaking the rules above you, asking you to break the rules while they wipe their hands clean and ride off into the sunset. Let's start holding these people accountable. So, keep pushing forward.